So, everyone, give me 1 second. So in this video we're going to be doing linear equations with fractions. I'm going to be doing the first problem here. So basically we have our first problem here that says 1/2 x plus 3/4 equals 1/3. So just a quick overview. I don't think I did linear equations with fractions in previous videos, so I am doing them now. But I'm going to do them, like I said yesterday, I'm going to be doing them, kind of step, one problem at a time. So, let's do this. So, we have 1/2 x plus 3/4 equals 1/3. One of the things that you want to do, if you do not like fractions, like if you do not like fractions at all, one of the things you can do is find the common denominator for all of these, okay? So we have here, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and right here we have 4, 8, 12. So basically we want to find a common number that all of these can multiply to get, So basically we want to find a common number that we can get to for the common denominator, okay? And then for 3 we have 3, 6, 9, 12, okay? So we have a common denominator of 12, okay? So to go ahead and turn all of them into the common denominator of 12, what you have to do is you have to go ahead and put 2x and then 1 over 2x, or 1, sorry, it would be, so in this case, since 1/2 x, since it's 1/2 x, that's the same as 1 times x over 2, so this would be x over 2. You can also write it like that. And so you can go ahead and put that is equal to something over 12, okay? Because this is your common denominator right here. And then we have a plus 3/4. And then we always put over 12. And so right here, to get from 2 to 12, we multiplied by 6. So on the top, we can multiply by 6, okay? So then we get 6x over 12. And then we have 4. So we have 4 times 3. And then over here times 3 on top as well. To get to 12, we multiplied by 3, and then we go ahead and do what we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So we have 3 times 3, and we get 9. So we have 6x over 12 plus 9 over 12, and that's going to be equal to, and we have 1/3 over here, and we want to go ahead and, again, put the common denominator of 12. We multiply by 4 over here, and what we do to the bottom, we do to the top, so we have times 4 down here, and then times 4 up here. So then we have 4 over 12. So our new problem is going to be 6x plus 9 all over 12 equals 4 over 12, okay? We can go ahead and multiply by 12 on each side to get rid of our denominator, because we do not need it anymore, since even if you go ahead and do, for example, cross multiply, you're still going to get the same answer for x. You can go ahead and do this. When you have fractions on each side, you can go ahead and get rid of them by multiplying by the denominator. And then as long as you go ahead and do, as long as you go, what you do to the left, you do to the right, okay? Because if I do, like, you know, for example, it would only be wrong if I said 6x plus 9 over 12 equals 4 over 12, and I went ahead and said, oh, this is equal to 12, so then we cross this out and we have 6x plus 9 equals 4 twelves. No. So, do not do this. Okay, this is not correct, right here. This is not correct. You have to do it to both sides, okay? So then we have, so basically now that we've done that, we have 6x plus 9 equals 4. So now we just have a simple equation, okay? We have 6x plus 9 equals 4, so then we go ahead and subtract 9 on each side. That's going to give us 6x equals negative 5, okay? So then we have to divide by 6 on each side, and that's going to give us x equals negative 5 over 6. Okay, so if we go ahead and check it, we check to see if our answer is right. So we have 1/2 times the quantity negative 5, 6 plus 3/4 equals, so is that equal to 1/3, basically. And we get negative 5 over 12 plus 3/4, is that equal to 1/3? So you have to know how to add fractions. If you don't know how to add fractions, there's a very simple rule to do that. You just have to get your common denominator on top and bottom. That's exactly what I did up here when I did adding these two, when I did getting these two denominators the same. It's exactly what you do. You get the denominators the same, except the only thing that I didn't do was add them. I added them over here, but you know, that's exactly what you do over here. You go ahead and get the common denominator the same. So then you have, so if you have negative 5 over 12 plus 3 over 4, you get your common denominator, because between these two, the least common denominator, or the least common multiple is going to be, you know, it's going to be 12, or I don't know if it's, I forgot if it's the greatest common factor or the least common multiple. I can't remember which one it is, but you do this. So you get 4 and 12, and you do 4, 8, 12, and you count by 4s, and then here you just do by 12. So you know that they both have 12 in them. So you do times 1, you get negative 5, and then times 3, and then times 3, you get 9. So then this is going to be 9 over 5, so it's going to be negative, not 9 over 5, but it's going to be negative 5 plus 9 all over 12. That's going to be 4 over 12. And remember to always reduce your fractions. It's going to be 4 divided by 4 on top and bottom, and you're going to get 1/3, okay? And so here we have 1/3 is going to be equal to 1/3, so this is our answer. So x equals negative 5 over 6 is our answer for this problem. And in the next video, I'm going to be going through number 2, which is this one right here. But yeah, I'm going to, like I said in the previous video, it's going to be one problem at a time. just so that you guys don't feel so overwhelmed with just being thrown all these different problems that are so, you know, that are very different. I don't want to do a whole lesson, like I said yesterday. So I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, bye.